Hello guys, I'm really happy to see you today, and we are going to spend great time together during this lesson, have fun and of course learn something new. But the topic of our today's class is a secret now, and to guess the topic I recommend you to look around the class and to find some details that will give you a special tip. So you see the pictures, the tangerines, right? Why are we wearing red, by the way? Any suppositions? So I have a question. What country are we in today? In China? Yeah, right. Next slide. So, do you know why red color? The fire of the dragon. White dragon.
It symbolizes the power and energy from the year, of the coming year.
Great. And what about the tangerines?
They are tasty.
They're tasty. Great, thank you. And thank you for your suppositions. And now, for checking your predictions, we will listen to the legend. And now your task is to listen to the legend, and my assistant will give you the worksheets. Your task is to fill in the gaps when you hear certain words and the sentences. Okay, I suppose we're ready to start.
The Legendary Nine. According to tales and legends, the beginning of Chinese New Year started with a fight against a mythical beast called Nine, who had the body of a bull and the head of a lion. It was said to be a ferocious animal that lived in the mountains and hunted for living. Towards the end of winter, when there was nothing to eat, Nine would come on the first day of New Year to villages to eat livestock, crops, and even villagers, especially children. To protect themselves, the villagers would put food in front of their doors at the beginning of every year. It was believed that after Nine ate the food prepared, it wouldn't attack people anymore. The villagers would live in terror over winter, but over time they learned that the ferocious Nine was afraid of three things: the color red, fire, and noise. So when the new year was about to come, the villagers would hand red lanterns and red sprinkles on windows and doors. They also used firecrackers to frighten away the Nine. From then on, Nine never came to the village again. After Nine was captured, everyone had a big celebration, and the ritual involved in banishing him was repeated the following year. And so the ritual was passed down from generation to generation, and the custom of celebrating New Year with firecrackers, noise, and the red color has persisted to this day.
Okay, and now raise your hands those who were right in their predictions. Great. And now I will tell that you will take part in the competition today. So my assistant will give you the coins. And by the way, you will receive these wonderful envelopes, because according to the Chinese ancient traditions, the people are giving presents to each other in special envelopes, but the best present in China is money. And so you will be given the so-called money during today's lesson. But okay, now let's check if your predictions were right. So, number 1. It's a mythical? Yes, you were right. Number 2. Terra. Exactly. Number 3. Red. Fire and noise. Exactly. Number 4. Celebration. Number 5. Custom. before we go on, let me introduce some new vocabulary that will be necessary for you. So your task is to read the word, to read the transcription and the explanation of the word. What's the Russian for custom? Обычай, традиция, yes. What about wealth? Богатство. So now you know the words, and please now do the matching task. You will be working in pairs. Those pairs who finish, first raise your hands. You will be given additional coins. Okay? Now your time starts. Okay, you have finished, assistant teacher. Please give them the coins. And now let's check. What is number 1?
E.
E. Yes, you were right, exactly. What is number 2?
C.
C. Wonderful. 3.
F.
Diligent students. Number 4.
B.
B. Wonderful. 5.
A.
A. 6.
D.
Well done. Thank you for doing this exercise. Now you will be divided into 3 teams depending on the color of the coin that you get. Please take the coin. And depending on the color of the coin, you will be divided into 3 teams. Okay, now you have received your coins, and now red team, please stay in that row. Yellow team, stay here, and this is the place for green team. So now each group will be given a special text. Actually, this is a part of a big text. You will be working in your worksheets. Each of you will have his or her own worksheet, and your task is to work in your small groups, to read the text carefully, and to find out necessary information and write down it in the worksheet. You should be working with your texts, and then we will rotate.
Snake was monkey. First, it's peacock. And dog and pig. No, she doesn't.
I'm sorry. Я говорил, религию можно разделить просто red color.
Red color, I see.
Multiplies. Well, сейчас.
Personalities is
Dragon successful.
And now, as you have finished, our assistant is giving you coins for doing this exercise. Well done. Okay, and on the other sides of the coin, you have a new number. And your task is to rotate, so that in 4 teams, there are people who were reading different texts, okay? Now rotate. In your mixed groups, please, those who were reading a text number 1, please teach back what you have learned about the text, so that your partner writes the necessary information.
the title of the first text is Chinese New Year. It is celebrated at the end of January. At the end of January or start of February. Start of February. When it comes to customs, there were 2 of them that were mentioned in the text. The first one was to clean the house. To clean the house. The house is clean and tidy, and it is pleasant to meet New Year.
Slide, please.
some food that characterize this country. And the first one is
Most active people from each group will get additional coins. And now you have done great job. We have listened to the legend. We have read about the traditions and presents given for this holiday, and you have discussed it in your small groups. But now the most exciting part. So as you know about celebration of the Chinese New Year, but now let's see how it really looks. Seen what the celebration looks like, but you see there is one comment that was left under this video. And what is written here?
If I were in China, I would take part in carnival. And you?
Wow, great. So if I were in China, I would take part in a carnival. So what grammatical structure is used here? It's a conditional. Good. What type of conditional? Yeah, right. It's the second conditional. When do we use it? I don't know. When do we use the second conditional?
when we are talking about an unreal event that refers to the present or future.
Exactly. Alena, great job. Thank you. Yes, you were absolutely right. Now let's share your opinions with the whole class, and for that I'm asking you to take your smartphones. Here is a QR code. You may come closer to the smartboard to scan the code. Your task is to leave the comment using the grammatical structure conditional, second conditional. The most interesting and exciting ideas will get additional prizes. Okay, we have done great job. Now look at the comments that were left. Ksenia, please read the first comment.
If I were in China, I would use a lot of red apples.
Great. Do you love this comment?
Yes.
Okay, please, Olga, the second one.
If I were in China, I would taste Chinese food.
Great. Do you like it? I would really like to try Chinese food. Now, Andrei, the third comment.
If I were in China, I would eat tangerines.
Would you like? Who votes for comment number 1? Raise your hands. 1, 2, great. For comment number 2, wonderful. So summarize. Okay, who is the author of comment number 2? Ekaterina, well done. Get your prize for it. Hooray! Clap. Now we have learned about the holiday. We have looked at the real celebration, but now the most exciting part. Let's feel it. Let's feel the atmosphere of the new year in China. And now, count your coins, please, that are in your envelopes.
I've only got traffic lights. Traffic lights. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, it is obvious now that this team is the winner. Congratulations. Great. And this team gets a super prize. These are tangerines. How many of them?
1.
8 tangerines. So, actually, why tangerines? Any ideas?
Symbol of China.
Okay. Actually, in China, they give tangerines as the present because it represents wealth. And 8 is just a happy number for them. But yeah, for feeling the real atmosphere of the new year in China, we will give you fortune cookies. Actually, these are not cookies, but chocolates. Each of you will be given this fortune chocolate. Please unwrap it and read your New Year wish for this year.
Don't forget to believe in magic, and magic always be with you.
Always believe in yourself.
Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end.
It's time to start something new.
But before we finish, please express your emotions about today's lesson. I will give you the exit tickets, and you will write just a few sentences, starting with, "Today I have learned." Each of you should write something. And now I suppose you have finished. Now stand up, take your exit tickets. Now let's make a circle. Okay, now crumple your exit tickets. Crumple. Throw them into the air. Good, now take one. And read what is written there.
Connected to it, yes?
Okay, Happy New Year. Thank you for this lesson. Thank you.